Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iPad today is provided by Cachefly at CACHEFLY.com.
Coming up on this episode of iPad Today,
We're out of the studio and into the field.
we're in Vegas.
CES, baby! We tear it up next on iPad Today. This episode of iPad Today is brought to you by Gazelle, the easy way to sell or recycle the used gadgets lying around your home or office. Don't just sell it, Gazelle it! For a 5% bonus payment for your used gadgets, go to Gazelle.com. Bonus code TWIT. And by Ford and voice-activated Sync with My Ford Touch. Make calls, play music, and more with Sync with My Ford Touch. Available exclusively on Ford and Lincoln vehicles. For more information and online demos, visit syncmyridepodcast.com. It's iPad Today!
It's a very special episode of iPad Today because we are at...
Where are we?
I don't
Oh my
know.
God, CES.
There's
Can
not
you
an
look
apple
at
in
this?
sight.
This is the geek nerdvana here, and I even got my...
Consumer electronics show.
I should have just looked at my bag.
Oh,
see?
look at you.
There's
You've got your CES bag and everything.
Yeah.
This
So
is the electronics show of the year.
absolutely, at least in the U.S. I mean,
Certainly.
everybody comes here. It's really designed for dealers to meet manufacturers, but there's a lot of iPad stuff here. In fact, a lot of iPad killers here.
Well, that's actually, so we're in the area of the show where there is actually nothing iPad because it's all of the
This
other
is
folks.
the big guys.
The Microsofts, the Motorola's.
Panasonic,
the
Sony,
Lenovo's.
yeah.
They've all got tablets because that's what everybody's got this year is tablets. It's tablet crazy.
We've seen three that we think are really going to be important. The Playbook from RIM, they've got it finally, and we can play with it.
Motorola Zoom.
XOOM.
Right, not to be confused with Zoom. Zoom.
Zoom.
With an X.
And you like the Lenovo.
Yeah, Lenovo's great. It's a hybrid.
It's kind of interesting. They don't have it here. They have it over at the Venetian. And then there are a lot of also RANs, or maybe soon-to-be hits.
There's a Samsung that's got a nice little
the Galaxy.
slide-out.
That's the new one, yeah.
Yeah, the new it's a slide-out keyboard.
We've
Very
also
pretty.
seen Asus has an Android-based. Most of these are Android-based.
Right.
But the reason the Motorola is the most interesting is it's the first to have enough horsepower to run the new Honeycomb operating system, the Honeycomb version of Android. And Google's been here, and Motorola's been here. Even Verizon showed it at their keynote. It's pretty spectacular.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. We should run over to the Motorola booth and see if we can
Let's
get
go.
a Zoom in hand.
Wanna
Let's
come?
go.
Come on. This is the Zoom.
Here it is. Now, this is just a video of the interface. It's not interactive yet.
That's correct. That's correct. It's still under development, so we can only show you the video.
How heavy is it?
It's over 700 grams.
If I can do the math,
Yeah,
a couple of pounds?
probably more than 1 pound.
28 grams to the ounce. We'll have that number for you later on in the show. It is a widescreen, 16:9 screen. That's one thing that's different than the iPad.
Right, it's 10 inch as well, so you get a pretty big screen. Great for watching videos.
Right. And it's running, as you can see here. Whoops, it's running out of juice is what it is.
That's okay.
You could charge it.
Recharge it.
As you can see here, it's running Honeycomb, and that's the big story. You've got a Tegra 2 in here.
Yes, we do. And it is running Honeycomb as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Honeycomb, as you probably know or you don't, it's actually the first Android device and specifically designed for a tablet device.
Yeah, Google has said, we don't want you using Froyo, we don't want you using Gingerbread. This is our UI, and it's very different, and obviously much more iPad-like. It's got cover flow. It's actually even, I don't know what you think, Sarah, but maybe even a little slicker.
It's pretty gorgeous. I mean, as far as size goes, it's a nice, comfortable size, not too small. I mean, for iPad, anyone who's watching iPad today going, a Honeycomb device, I don't even know what that means. I mean, what does that mean for people who aren't familiar with Android?
Well, it's a version of Android that's designed for a dual processor unit, and like the Zoom will be the first one with
totally right.
with a dual processor.
Totally right.
We also have a phone, the Actrix, which is going to have dual processor in it. So Motorola's really kind of on the lead of this. There's something else on here that you might be interested in. There's
What's
two
that?
cameras.
2 cameras.
Can you show us that, Susan?
Yep, actually good. So firstly, we get front camera, which is used for mainly video conferencing. Okay, I will actually show you a video in. Can I touch?
In a little bit, we'll see a video.
All right, we'll see a video.
And on the other side, there's another. How is that a 5 megapixel?
That is a 5 megapixel camera along with a digital flash.
What is this to the right of that?
That is a power key. Now you talking about this? Look at how sleek this device is. How many physical keys do you see?
Not a one.
Mm-hmm.
Not one.
That's the whole idea.
Unlike the iPad, there's no volume control. There's no on-off switch. There's not even a home button. Well, how do we control it?
Well, there is actually 3 keys to be more specific. You have the volume up and down key.
There they are. Okay.
Yep.
They're hidden.
Yep. Lastly is a power key. So that's all the keys you have. Now with specific design, so it looks like this. Going back to your question on the UI, there will be 3 buttons in here.
Kind of traditional Android buttons.
It's being redesigned as well.
Okay.
So if you see...
Will it be back?
See
Oh,
that?
there it is. It's on the screen.
Exactly. Yep.
So there's a back button. There's a home button. And, oh, sorry, I shouldn't touch anything. And what is that last button on the right there?
It's a task. I guess it's the task bar.
What else is running? In fact, that's kind of one of the cool things about this. Not only is it multitasking, but you have multi-windows.
It's kind of those pages upon pages, like a stack of notes.
Right, exactly. So the whole idea of having that is actually it will show you all the random applications. Whole idea about dual core.
You know, when you compare it to the iPad, I have to say, I mean, love the iPad. There's no competitor as far as I'm concerned, but I love not having anything on the front.
Right.
It's totally pure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's clear. It took about 3 years for people to create iPhone killers. It's not going to take that long for people to look at the iPad and say, okay, what makes it good? And I think having a full-touch operating system like Android, and especially one designed for a tablet like a Honeycomb,
Right.
That's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and I mean, for certain people, this is exactly what they're looking for.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you so much.
That's the Zoom, but it's not the only iPad killer on the show floor.
There's like 100 others.
We're going to take a look at the Motorola, or rather the RIM Flipbook. The Flipbook. Playbook. Flipbook. Playbook. Thank you, Susan.
I know.
The
Honest mistake.
The Playbook, they say, is for more professional, serious uses. It's a lot smaller, thinner, lighter. It really looks pretty good. It's the first time we've actually seen a physical unit and been able to hold it in our hands.
Well, and for the BlackBerry diehards, then the Playbook is something that they'll probably be not only familiar with, but comfortable staying with if they're going to move into a tablet.
BlackBerry acquired a company called Qnix, and it is a touch operating system designed for a tablet. So it's not BlackBerry 6, it's its own unique tablet design. Also, Asus is here with a tablet. Vizio, unusually, they make TVs. They've also made a tablet.
Right.
And you like the Lenovo. None of these products are going to be available real soon now. All of them, you know, at best first half 2011, which probably means June.
Right.
If I'm Apple, you know, you've got a minute or two to come up with iPad 2, something new and different. I have a feeling Apple is not going to take this lying down. They're going to improve their product. What's good for the consumer is lots of competition, lots of choice.
Exactly.
Look what we found.
Ford. I love Ford.
Ford's actually a big presence here at CES. There's cars all over the place, and this is the Ford booth.
It's huge.
Yeah, they're showing, of course, Ford manufacturing Ford cars, but mostly Ford Sync with My Ford Touch. And some of the new things they're doing for the new 2012. I want to get the new 2012 Mustang. For instance, they've added Pandora, Stitcher, they've got apps.
Nice.
Sync is amazing. Sync is the connectivity in your car. Keeps your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and yet you're listening to music.
You get your text read to you.
Yeah, now, and they've got this new Beak Up program or something like that. It's a Twitter program. You can get your tweets read to you too.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think that's really strange. I don't know if it's tweets.
You know,
Sarah's speeding right now.
We
maybe.
say that's strange, but at the same time, we would use it.
Well, oh, I would absolutely use it. Are you kidding? What are they saying about me right now? Ford is at the cutting edge of new technology. I'm really proud to have their sponsorship for our CES coverage and all of our coverage on the TWiT network and for iPad today. We want you to take a look at Ford Sync with My Ford Touch. It's in the new Edge. It's in a lot of the new vehicles. You know, you get the basic Sync, of course, which is hands-free calling, turn-by-turn directions, 911 assist, and a whole lot more. But then add the My Ford Touch on top of it, and man, you're in Knight Rider. You've got an 8-inch screen in the center console, 2 little screens behind the steering steering wheel, 2 5-way switches on the steering wheel. You can control everything in the car. And don't forget the vehicle health reports. I just sent myself one. I have it set so every 5,000 miles, my Mustang sends me a vehicle health report, including information about all the systems, whether there's any recalls of any systems. I can even make an appointment with my Ford dealer for a tune-up. It's all in there, and it's all part of Ford Sync and My Ford Touch. I want you to take a look. Go to your Ford or Lincoln Mercury dealer today and try the My Ford Touch, or go online to syncmyridepodcast.com. They've got videos and demos and everything you need to know. Or if you're in Vegas, come on down here to the Ford booth. It's pretty cool.
You got some cool muscle
Look at, they
cars
took
over
apart
there.
this car here. So
I love it.
this is about how safe, all the safety features in the car, the shotgun rails, the high-strength steel side, all of that stuff.
You know what a really cool thing about Ford Sync is if your airbags deploy, then
911.
you call 911.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good piece of
Oh, I
mind.
love it. I have to say, Ford is leading the way with Sync. Everybody's playing catch-up. If you want the best, test drive a Ford or Lincoln Mercury today. Welcome to the iLounge. Now is the time on iPad today when we dance. I mean, there's a DJ here. There's a lot of music. It's
Well,
rocking.
It's funny. People say, "Well, Apple's not at CES, right?" So what? Yeah, there's really not a lot of Apple stuff to talk about. But that's not true because we're in the iLounge Pavilion, where it's pretty much everybody except Apple showing
Right.
off their goods.
Apple accessories,
Apple accessories.
cases,
A lot of stuff
programs.
for the iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, this time last year, everyone was sort of like, iPad, big story, and now it's a reality, and everyone seems to have something for the iPad.
Why don't we just take a tour around and see if we can find
Let's
some
do
interesting
it.
stuff? All right, come on along
All
with
right,
us.
Let's go.
Walk this way.
Talk this way.
Sarah, I got the guy in charge of the balls here.
I've been watching the balls intently. They seem to have minds of their own.
Well, they don't, actually. It's Ian controlling them. Ian Bernstein's the hardware guy with Sphero.
Yep, Sphero. This is our technology demo. These are our prototype Spheros, and it's a robotic ball you can control from your iOS or Android device.
And the idea is they're Bluetooth enabled?
Yep, it's all Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth headset. You pair with it, and then you can drive it around wirelessly.
How do you get a ball to roll? I don't understand that at all. Is there I mean, how do you make it roll? I mean, there's no
He
wheels.
knows how. Tell us how.
It's kind of like a hamster. Just picture a hamster running around in a ball.
Is there
okay,
a
there's a
hamster inside the ball?
Yeah.
Is
basically,
PETA aware of
a
this?
robotic hamster.
Now, can we do this, or are you the only Sphero guy?
Oh, no, you can drive it.
Sarah, you want to drive a Sphero?
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold the mic while you sphere.
Sure.
So the way it works is you're just dragging this joystick around. So if
Okay.
you push the joystick away from you, the ball will move away.
Hey, my ball's moving.
Oh, that's so
And if you pull it back towards
My ball's
you.
rolling. Come back, ball.
So
Come
the idea
on
is you
back,
could have
ball.
games.
Yep. So this is just the basic driving app, but we could also have apps of sumo, racing,
Yeah.
augmented reality apps, and any app developer
Woo.
can actually build
Stay,
their
ball,
own
stay.
apps for it.
Go back, ball. Go back.
Ball's escaped.
The ball. Whoa. it's still
Sarah,
alive.
you're in charge. You're driving it.
Listen, I care about my balls. This is fun.
So you can either have one device controlling multiple balls, or you can have multiple phones controlling one ball. So you can-
Oh, that's interesting.
like a tug-of-war game.
Sarah, see if you can go up that ramp. Come on, go up the
All right,
ramp.
all right, all right,
See if
all
you can get some air.
Okay, ready?
Come on, Sarah.
I'm gonna
Here she
ramp
goes.
it.
She's going all the way back. All right. That was pathetic.
You're pathetic.
It's actually interesting. You have to hit this boost button just to the right.
Oh, there's a boost
there's a
button.
boost button.
All right, back. I'm going back.
So
I'm
you
gonna
can't
go.
get air.
Yeah, you definitely can get over the ramp.
Okay, let's try.
3, 2, 1, fire. Now hit the boost at the right time. Boost.
Oh.
No.
I'm not good at this yet.
This is kind of
This
fun.
is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Definitely.
It's like what's that Italian game?
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball.
Yeah.
This is
Bluetooth
like
bocce.
the modern bocce.
Price and availability.
So this will be available late this year for under $100.
Cool.
For app and ball.
Yep. So it'll come with the ball and a few apps for free, and then we'll have other app developers building free apps and also paid apps as well. In both.
And are the hamsters included in the ball?
They are.
Awesome.
Sarah, I found something for you. Look at these. These are Swarovski crystals on headphones, on cases. We got to find an iPad case with those crystals. Is that your style? Would you wear
Ooh,
that?
it's so shiny. What were you saying?
Aren't they pretty?
These are great. These are like Kanye headphones. I think I'm like Kanye cool if I wear these
Kanye
headphones.
would use these headphones if
Now,
he could.
let's be honest. Would you wear something like this, or would you feel ridiculous?
He looks pretty good. The
That guy
DJ looks pretty good.
Well, but he has a mohawk.
He's hip, he's happening, he's sparkling. Look at that, it catches the eye.
I'll be honest, I would wear these. I would wear these on
know.
a plane, and I'd be the envy of everyone else.
So you run out of juice a lot on your iPads, right? Never enough power?
I mean, the battery power on the iPad is awesome.
10 hours.
But when you're out, it takes a while to recharge.
What if you're camping?
Then
Where do you
you're-
plug in?
Then you're SOL, I think.
Dean Alderman is here from, is it My Sunny?
My Sunny in the UK.
I like it sunny because if it's sunny, this is good.
It is indeed, yes.
What is this?
We are a charging solutions company, and we've brought together the solar with a battery charger as well. So you get the added solar facility. This is the iPad, as you can see.
That's the panel, and then it's part of a case for an iPad.
Yes, so you get the protection of the case.
I see a USB connector.
Yes, so it full synchronization through to your computer as well, to your iPad, obviously.
I've used solar chargers before for these devices, and they take days. How long does it take to get a full charge?
Depending on the device. But I mean, this one, obviously, depending on how many applications you're using at the time. This has got a 250 milliamp panel, so it gives you, it takes approximately, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours to give you a substantial charge, say 2 to 3 hours use after that.
You couldn't use the iPad and charge while you're using it.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
You can.
It's doing it all the time. I
So
mean,
it's enough juice to keep the iPad running?
yes, absolutely. I mean, you can see this one here, because it's a monocrystalline ambient light cell, what it's doing is charging all the time now. So even in here, it's drawing light rather than a normal solar panel. Obviously, you need to force light onto it.
Are you selling this yet?
This one's a prototype. It's going to be we're about 2 months away from selling this and putting it into production.
Have you any idea how much it might cost?
It's going to be around the $100 mark.
If
Yeah.
you're camping and you don't want to stop watching your movie, I mean, you can watch a movie and be charging and you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. So what you're doing is compensating for the power you're losing with this at any one time. And of course, there's going to be 2 models within the range, because you've got a 3,200 milliamp battery. And we're also going to put in a 6,000 milliamp battery, so you get a longer time to charge as well.
$100, Leo, would you buy it?
Yeah, that's very
I
cool.
would
We'll look
too.
for it this summer.
You know, Leo, one of the things I notice about CES is whether or not you have an amazing product,
Doesn't really matter.
there's a lot of tactics you can use to get attention.
I don't even know what these guys sell, and frankly, I don't care.
We stopped. We're
And
paying
now
attention.
And now we're going to move on. Sarah, you remember when I got that scale that tweets my weight every time I weigh myself?
Yeah, like once a week, your scale tells me how you're doing.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Leo's scale. This is it. This is the Ything Scale. And Cedric Hutchins is the guy behind Ythings. It's so nice to meet you finally.
Hello, Leo. Very nice to meet you.
I didn't realize you guys are a French company.
Yes, we are based in France, Paris. Yeah.
And the scale was the first product, but you've got 2 more.
Yes, we are announcing today two new products related with also connecting some very daily life objects to track some parameters over the long term.
So I can, I just bought a blood pressure meter. Little did I know I could hook it up to my iPad or iPhone. You actually, is this working?
Yeah, so this is a working product. So if I may take your blood pressure.
Please do. Now this would work on an iPad just as well as an iPhone, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, Leo, how is your blood pressure?
It's terrible, and that's why I bought. My doctor
Oh,
said get
yeah?
a home blood pressure monitor.
All right,
and
well,
monitor it.
Well, let's see if Ythings
Yeah.
can tell us the dirty truth.
She will just plug it. I will plug it on my iPhone.
Okay.
If I may.
Does it keep a diary of measurements?
So the idea is that you use it as a regular blood pressure, but it will graph exactly the same way we do with the scale. It will graph. Every doctor will recommend you to take your blood pressure at home while you're resting.
At different times of the day.
Different time, make some average, writing down, sending an email. All that is done by just using this new device.
Now, I got to say, go ahead and it actually inflates the cuff and everything. There's enough power in it.
I just plug it, and I just have to press start. So it recognizes automatically. It's ready to go. I just plug it and press start.
Now, everybody knows that CES is the most relaxing, calming event. So my blood pressure should really be excellent.
Yeah, it should be almost nothing.
I should be like, what's healthy? 120 over 80?
80.
So I should be 115 over 75.
You are.
So you're 135 over 100.
I'm dead.
You've got high blood pressure, Leo.
I'm dead. So this is cool. How much would this be?
So it will be $129 US, available starting in February.
And the iPhone app is free.
The iPhone 8 is free, and actually it's the same app that you will be able to use for the weight scale and for the blood pressure. Same,
cool.
exact same app.
Well, you do a great iPad version of the scale.
Thank you. So it will be the same application.
I've shown you that before. It's
I
really
love it.
neat. Yeah.
I love it.
So now you're going to watch me basically wither and die.
Well, that's
on,
wonderful.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take the cuff off and go over and look at this. This is for you, Sarah.
Baby monitor, yeah. So one day, baby.
This baby monitor, being connected on the internet, can talk directly with your iPhone. So you can watch, hear, have the temperature, humidity graphs of your children and your
Where
child.
you are, as long as you got your phone with you.
Exactly. So be it at home, but also when you're away from home. So it really cuts, the distance. Whether you are in the next room, but also you can be very far away and still have this link with the chat room.
Well, because it's funny. We're always talking about how no one really has a digital camera in their pocket anymore because we've already got our camera in our phone. But this takes it to a whole nother level because you can actually keep an eye on your kids while you're anywhere.
That's the exact purpose. And again, what we think is that you have the relevant device in your pocket to do that. This object. So we don't want you to bring another object with you in order to keep an eye, if you want to your chat room.
This is a tiny little guy. It's very light. It's
very
good looking.
Very simple to understand as well. There is no button to start or shut down the camera. You know if it's working or not with this simple gesture.
This could be a monitor for cats, for example.
Oh, we already.
Anybody that you want to monitor, whether it's baby or feline, perhaps?
So believe it or not, it's already a quite frequent request we have from prospect asking us if they will be able to trigger the camera when they're away from home and even speak to their cats.
Yes.
Because it's a two-way communication device.
I like it. This is my favorite so far. So available at the end of March, and what about the price?
The price is not set right, but it will be under the $300 region. Less than.
Under $300 to watch your cats while you're away and possibly talk to them
It's
as well.
a cat monitor, of course.
Exactly, Leo. See, I knew, baby doesn't speak to me, but feline does.
All right, take a guess. What am I doing?
You're ending it all.
Yes, I am ending it all. No, I'm watching a movie. I'm actually watching The Kids Are All Right. It's
That's not true.
fantastic.
There's no way. You're wearing a weird tennis.
So that's what you think. This is TV hat. It's a hat. Now, it's not really an iPad accessory because you couldn't really fit an iPad in there.
Holy moly.
Wait a minute. There's an iPad version?
No, the iPad is right in there.
No, that's an iPod. iPad.
iPod, I'm sorry.
No, you wouldn't really want to wear an iPad on your head. It'd pull your head right over. But they've got a magnifying glass, and you can put an iPhone or iPod Touch in there, and you can actually, it's not, try it. It's really comfortable.
This is the sort of thing that perhaps if the iPad 2 becomes a lot lighter.
And it's certainly very attractive.
This is not The Kids All Right. This is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
All right, I was close. You know about Gelaskins, right, Sarah?
Gelaskins, as I recall, is like the first case that you could actually peel on and off of your device.
Yeah, these use like that 3M stuff so you can take it off very easily. I've actually changed Gelaskins on my laptop many times. I have it on my Kindle.
Now,
Look.
Kale, you probably know better than we do how long Gelaskins has been around. Is it the first?
We like to think we're one of the first. There have been others that have been kicking around, but we're 5 years old, just over 5 years now, so we're one of the leaders in the business, that's for sure.
These are all beautiful, but they all look very different. I mean, are these artists that you work with?
Yeah, we work with over 150 artists from around the world, reproduce all their incredible artwork onto our skins. On top of that, we've got some pretty great brands as well. Marvel Comics, National Geographic as well, take some of their beautiful work and put it onto our high-quality skins.
I love this
Look,
one.
the
Isn't that
front, too.
beautiful?
I love it.
And then
It's been custom created for CES this year with
oh, it's the iLounge.
Yeah. This is a great artist by the name of E-Boy.
I know E-Boy. I've been in some of the E-Boy paintings, yeah.
They're absolutely incredible, very talented people.
So what's neat about this is you can change it anytime you want.
I like the little bat.
Yeah, oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
And unlike a lot of these, they're not hard to apply. You don't get a lot of bubbles and issues. It's very straightforward. I've had no trouble putting these on, taking them off. But they're a little pricey. How much are the Gelaskins?
$29.95
Well, that's not bad.
for the iPad and laptops, down to $15 for mobile phones.
Oh,
And,
you've
the
really dropped the price devices.
Yeah, absolutely. And the great part is that a cut of each sale goes directly to the artist as well. So you buy a skin, a percentage of that goes directly to the artist. So you're supporting great art as well.
You know, Leo, I can't help but think that if I saw this on the wall at a coffee shop, it'd be like $500 framed.
It's great art.
This is $30.
Yeah, and it really does jazz your. I have one on my Kindle, and it takes what was a boring device and really makes it kind of cool.
Yeah, speaking of e-readers, you actually have skins for other e-readers as
Steve
well.
Gibson sent me this library skin. I have it on my Kindle. I love it.
Look at this.
Isn't that cool? Steve Gibson
Adorable.
uses that.
And
he
this
said,
little cutout so that you don't
Right.
cover up your speaker.
Right. How much are the Kindle skins?
They're $19.95. Yeah, absolutely.
This
Oh, I
is
love
good.
that.
All the ladies.
I love that.
You know you love it. Just keep calm, ladies.
And carry on.
And gents. And carry on.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
hello.
I'm sorry, I was just jamming out to that pig.
It's a musical pig. I want to know, where's the Angry Birds? You could feel the bass coming out of his mouth.
Ooh.
So
Woo.
when you get here and you see all this stuff,
Woo, there's a lot of junk.
you know, it makes me think of how do I get rid of the crap I've got so I can get new stuff?
Exactly.
'Cause I
or
want all
you get
this.
something and you go, you know, this isn't for me, but I don't want to just throw it out.
Right. That's when Gazelle comes in. Don't sell it. Gazelle it. Gazelle.com. What you do is you go to Gazelle.com and they have thousands of items they know about. You just start entering in and it'll say, oh, an iPhone 4. You tell it your condition. They'll tell you what they're going to pay you for it. It's so cool.
And the price is good.
Yeah, oh, it's a great price. But you get to find out before you send it to them. They'll send you a mailing label. You pack all your stuff into a box. The stuff that can't be sold, that is worthless, they'll recycle responsibly. Using, you know, EPA green certified recycling, never ends up in the landfill, never goes overseas. So you know it's responsible recycling and you get cash back. I talked to somebody who paid her rent last month by selling all her old junk to Gazelle.
I feel like I know some people who could do that.
Well, maybe
I mean,
me.
why have a drawer full of stuff that you don't use anymore? And especially, even if you can't get any money for something, you know, my old BlackBerry Pearl, for example.
It's not worth much.
I can't throw that thing away.
No.
You can't just throw that in the trash.
you got to recycle
That's
it.
irresponsible,
Yeah.
and Gazelle will do that for you.
Gazelle, Gazelle.com. Look into their nonprofit, gadget drive sites too. That's really cool too. Offer code TWIT. Gazelle.com. Use the offer code TWIT. They'll give you a bonus 5% over and above what they would normally give you. Don't sell it.
Gazelle it.
Tell us about the stand. This is new from you.
This is new. So, unlike most stands that are made of plastic, this is very solid. This is all machined and extruded aluminum. So, same process as a MacBook. It's very robust. You know, you can feel that this is a solid piece. And what's nice about it is we actually added a USB port to the back. So this will charge and sync with iTunes.
Oh.
And we include a 2.1 amp adapter, so it'll charge, you know, as quickly as possible. And then the other thing that's nice about it is you can stay in portrait view if you're, looking at pictures or cruising the web. But if you want to watch a movie, it clicks into place to this position. And if you want to write an email, you can actually pull it down into a working position.
That's fun.
And it's very stiff, so it'll actually stay in that position as you're typing. It's not going to...
That's fantastic. So it's a 3-in-1 stand. And it's what is it, a couple of pounds?
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 pounds, but it's aluminum. Exactly. This is more like a luxury home for your...
Available now?
Available in the next couple of months.
How much?
$129.
Very
You
cool.
know, we've seen stands that do less for a lot more.
Yeah,
and
this
their
is really
excuse
nice.
is, oh, but the build is, you know, only the most high quality materials. So
I
this
like it that
price
it charges.
point is better than the 500 that we've seen for some other models.
I like it that it charges and syncs. It's very solid. This is
Very
a nice stand. I like it.
Love it.
Scott Hawthorne is here with Cobra. A couple of Cobra apps. This is for the iPad and iPhone.
iPhone, iPad. This is the new Cobra Phone Tag. This keeps track of your phone. If you lose it or misplace it, the GPS coordinates are going to go out in text message, email, Twitter tweet, Facebook, and a map in your email. If you lose your keys, it's going to tell you right away where.
Oh, I get it. Your keys are attached to this, and the phone tells you where your keys are.
Exactly.
Oh, my wife wants this.
This is actually very helpful.
Well,
I
for
lose my
people
keys
who
all
are
the
losers.
time.
Yeah.
I'm a loser.
Well, I'm
Proud
sorry.
loser
I didn't
here.
mean it that way, but no, just kidding. But yeah, this helps you keep track of things, okay? Up to 7 devices. You can put it on your carry-on bag if you want to. But the coolest thing is, It's on the iPhone, it's on the Android, and it is on the BlackBerry now. You can actually order it online through Amazon.
So wait a minute. Now, is there GPS in the keychain?
No, we take the coordinates from the phone at the last time they were connected, and then boom, you have the information.
Oh, because I've left it behind. I had it in my pocket. The phone knows where I left it behind.
It tells you right away. It tries to prevent it ahead of time by letting you know they're disconnected. You get an alert right away. So if you're paying attention, you're not going to leave it behind.
That's cool. I've seen it going the other way, where you have on your keychain something that says you left your phone behind.
Well, that's what I thought it was at first. I thought, oh, the Find My Phone. Yeah, I'm familiar with this.
This is the other way.
The other way around.
We can beep. You can beep the keys, or you can beep the phone. Either way.
How much?
For $59. This one will be available this summer.
I'm exhausted, I'll tell you. And this is just our first day here.
This is the first half day.
Oh, no. We got a lot more coverage, but that's iPad Today from CES.
From CES, we showed you a lot of iPad accessories, iPad competitors. There's still a lot more to see, though, but I don't know about you. I'd like to get some lunch.
It's only an hour show.
Can we eat?
We thank our sponsors, Ford, for bringing us here, Gazelle.com, and we thank you for watching. We'll be back in the studio next week for another iPad Today.
For now, goodbye from CES.
I'm Leo Laporte.
iPad Today. I'm Sarah Lane.
Oh!